We have a guest here in the building here joining me tonight. Goes by the name of Willy Flee. Flee Steppa. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, man? Appreciate you having me, man.
Of
Once I
course.
see sports and hip hop, I was like, oh yeah, this is my lane right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. You played basketball early on in your career and you got some college invitations.
I did right out of high school. I came out in that era where all the big guards started coming out, the 6'4", 6'5" guards. So I was going to these tryouts trying to walk on. I went up and down Florida, bro. And all of these coaches told me the same thing. They was like, yo, man, you got so much talent. We just looking for size right now. And I'm just like, y'all cooked him, and him. Get out of here. I don't need no size. But yeah. But honestly, bro, I had a couple invites to tournaments and stuff out of state. And then I was doing all of those. But I remember my big thing. I was like, yo, bro, I can't smoke weed and play basketball. And I really like smoking weed. So that's why I chose music. But little did I know, you really could smoke and play in NBA.
Is Dame your favorite point guard still?
I would say that, yeah, we ain't see a lot of him this year, but I just love the way he carried himself, bro, on the basketball court. He's just unfazed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of point guards throughout who I've seen, they show much emotion. AI was my favorite. AI ain't really a point guard, though. But AI, all them guards coming up in the 90s, they show so much emotion. You know what I'm saying? And Dame is just very like, yo, bro, y'all don't bother me. And I'm just here to play the game. And that's that. It's Dame time.
You think the Warriors are going to take it all this year, or you think the Celtics,
I
if
do.
it's the Heat,
I
they're going to
do.
give them a run?
I do. I think the Warriors, man. One of my homies just checked me today. He was like, "Yo, bro, you had a real talking about Dallas and Miami. I got to come back and hold you to that." And I'm just like, I'm gonna make another one saying how wrong I am because I was. I definitely picked Dallas and Miami, but damn, man, I said if Dallas win tonight though, it's a little it's we shaking the bag up a little bit. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
doing something over there. I mean, I'm a Knicks fan, so I could care less about any team in here. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm a Knicks fan too. It's unfortunate. It's a rough
unfortunate.
year. Yeah.
Yes,
It's a rough year every year, man. Can you believe
every
it?
year.
I mean, just when
Last
we thought that we are going to get back to the playoffs again, it was just a hoax right there. It just trapped us right back in.
we was looking so good, man. Last time we was good was when we had Melo. That was it.
I agree. We took
That
it for
was it.
granted.
Yeah. We had Care. We had the pieces. We got to the what conference finals that year, right? I think, and we blew it, bro. We had Kid. We had Sheed. That team had
J.R.
veterans over there.
Smith,
It's like,
Tyson
you
Chandler.
know what I'm saying? We had veterans over there, but now we got a whole bunch of kids, and it's just like, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. We need to go hire Jeff Van Gundy and start over. Straight up, that's
Yeah.
what I think.
I agree. I don't like Thibodeau. I never wanted him here. I preferred getting Jason Kidd as a coach than Tom Thibodeau
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
saw what Thibodeau did with Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose could have been the best point guard of this generation if
hmm
he didn't burn
hmm
him out and put him in that meaningless playoff game
hmm
and had all these ACL injuries. So, man, I
I
wish we
agree.
could do that over.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. For a
Yeah, but the
fact.
Knicks, it's difficult though. So hopefully we get some players right here in this year's draft. Maybe we
hmm
get lucky here and we trade for a big all-star like Donovan Mitchell. We never know, but
I heard he wants to come home. I heard he
yeah.
wants to come home. I think we're going after that Asian dude, man. I've been because I follow the Knicks on Facebook and they post a lot on there. I think they're going after some Asian dude with they pick. I can't remember his name, but you know how that shit go. They love looking overseas for these.
They do. Frank
I don't know.
Ntilikina, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, they must have a new scout. They must have a new scout over there
Yeah.
going overseas.
Hopefully it pans out, man. But we're all into sports talk. I want to get right into your career in music because you grew up in New York, you moved to Florida, but it all started on the acoustic of Mixcraft in your father's living
Hmm.
room on his
Hmm.
laptop
Brad, it really did.
on a
Me and
Walmart
my best friend.
microphone.
Yeah, me and my best friend, man. I mean, it was something we started like towards it was the end of my senior year. It was like, you know what? Because I always used to freestyle in school. I was always inclined with music. Always, growing up in the 90s. That's just you grew up, you walking home, you hear, yeah, on the corner, you see people, you're like, man, what they doing? And that's how I got into the music and all that. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, I started to watch like I started to look up programs. I found acoustic because the shit was free. I'm like, shit, let me just see what it is. Had it on the computer. I went to Walmart, found a USB mic, and the shit worked for like a year and a half, 2 years. After I took it out, I went from my father's living room because I started seeing how studios were built, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do this. I gutted my closet out, bro. Took everything out, the hangers, the walls, the shelves, everything. And I'm like, all right, here go the booth. But it was so big in there that I was able to set it up. I left the computer out the thing because it was so hot. I had a screen here, and I had the female joint that stretched and connected. I had it mounted. I had another screen in there, so I never left the booth. And that's where I learned how to engineer because I never wanted to leave the booth. So I used to just be in there. I used to mix in there. I punch in right here. So that's how I learned. I learned how to engineer on Acoustica, how to record, how to do all of that stuff. And then I had moved to New York in 2011. I did a mixtape with my bro. We built a studio in his basement. That's when I really had to learn how to mix because there was nobody. We didn't have no engineer. The dude that was with us, he had just came out of school, but he had his own stuff going on. So he couldn't really be around as much, and we wasn't working. So we was waking up, going downstairs all day. The whole hood was coming to hang out with us. We was down there smoking, playing dice, CeeLo. That was just a spot for like a good year. That's when I used to look over his shoulder, see what he was doing, what buttons he was pressing. Then I finally took my own little like YouTube school course, learned Pro Tools, and I never looked back after that. I started recording myself. I started recording other people. I got confident recording strangers, and that's when I was like, nah, I could do this shit. Once you record a stranger, he's like, yo, I'm like, I bet I got this. Yeah, I got this. So I started making bread off engineering, doing stuff like that. But yeah, after that mixtape, I came back here, built my studio again here. It's like every place I move, I built one, no matter what. And then, yeah, it's like anytime, yo, I need you on the feature. And my whole big thing is turnaround time. If I could get that back to you in a day, I'm doing it. Other artists really love that. So being able to engineer yourself is a big help, big help. But yeah, Acoustica started me out, but now I'm Pro Tools certified.
You're born from a West Indian family, so you were influenced early on because you were hearing reggae. So you're hearing artists such as Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown, and Bob Marley growing up, and you didn't get introduced to hip hop until you were like 8 or 9. And a major influence was Cassidy, but Mace was one too.
Yeah. As you said, my parents are both West Indian, so I grew up on mad reggae and soca. You feel me? And it wasn't until when I met my older brother, because my pops had a kid before he met my mom. I met my older brother. He was living in Queens. I was living in Brooklyn. I met him, and I remember one time we picked him up. We was coming back to the crib. My pops, me, him, and my pops was riding. My pops was bumping Hot 97. Feel me? And what was on? What you know about going out, have Red Lex TV, and my brother just spitting the whole joint. I'm looking at him like, yo, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. And I'm just like, nah, I gotta learn how to do this. And ever since then, that's when Mace became. I did the whole, bro. Honestly, I ain't even really say this to nobody, but Flee Steppa video I'm shooting next week. The tunnel scene they had in the shiny suits. I'm doing that. Just
Oh,
know
that's
I'm
fire.
doing
You're
that.
gonna bring back the
See?
shiny suits?
Yes, I
Yeah.
ordered it already. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, bro, that's how influential Mace was to me. You know what I'm saying? So that yeah, and my brother introduced me to everything. I remember we used to go to his house. We used to play NBA Live from dusk till dawn, bro. And he put me onto College Dropout. That was my real introduction to hip hop. He used to play that shit from front to back, no skips. And I thought that was the hottest body of music I've ever heard until I heard Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying was fucking amazing from front to back. But those two albums at that age in my life, I'm just like, yo, nah, bro, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then I started to dabble into it, whatever. And then, yeah, now I'm here. But Cassidy, yeah, my AIM screen name was Young Cassidy 1. I had another one called That One Day called Cass. I used to dress like him. I used to wear my hat like him. All his freestyles I had memorized. Bam Bam couldn't pick it up. I had all of them memorized, bro. He wasn't telling me nothing about Cassidy. That's still my guy. I know the accident messed him up bad, bro. Bad, but that's still my guy because he's still trying. He's still putting out music. He got his own label. He making beats. So I respect it. That's still my guy, man.
Before Willy Flee, you went by the name of Pretty Boy J. What was the reason for the name change?
Growing up, I felt like, God willing, I'm still doing music at like 50, 55 on some MJ shit, right? It's like, Pretty Boy Jet. I was like, nobody want to hear that shit, man. When you 60, come on now. You know what I'm saying? If it's something they want to keep carrying on, like, oh, Pretty Boy, man. All right, cool. But yeah, Willy Flee, I like telling the story where that came from. Any Given Sunday, Willie Beeman. That he was my like ideal. He was an artist and an athlete. That was exactly what I wanted to be. He was a star athlete and he was the top artist. And I'm like, bro, this is exactly what I want my life to be. So that's where the name came from. And when the whole Flee wave came out, I'm sure you know about that. When everything was going, yeah, when the whole, what he say? Flee in the G450 on my surface and everything. Yeah, bro, that shit is Flee. So Flee, I like that. You obviously know, but I explained to other people, Flee is like a terminology of getting fly. It was like a lifestyle. That shit is Flee right there. So, you know, I took the Flee. All of my homies. It was Willy Flee, Jet Flee, Flee Diddy, you name it. It was a whole bunch of us. So we all took names, we ran with it, and that's where Willy Flee came from. Willy Flee Men. I used to go by Willy Fleeman. Sometimes I still do. That comes from Willie Beeman. So yeah, that's where that came from. So that's why the name changed. I had to grow up. That was the main course.
You're moving out to Florida. How was that experience down there and networking? Because you actually weren't doing music at that time when you were on the move.
Yeah, I was hooping. And then yeah, the whole music scene, it was a little troubling at first because the type of sound they want out here is not something I provide. You know, I'm over here spitting bars, sounding like Hove and shit, and they want fuck the club or fuck the club. I'm just like, yeah, I don't do that. But over the years, I've tapped into the trap scene. You feel me? Because it's like I have to tap it. You, no matter where you are, you go to Africa, you better start making some Afro beats because you got to tap into where you at. Period. I advise that to any upcoming artist. Tap into where you at. Started making the trap stuff. You know, I started doing the ciphers, and then the ciphers is that's what really helped me out. Shouts to my homie H. He holds all the ciphers in Tampa, most of them. I used to hop on every single one of them shits, bro. And at first I used to come out like, I gotta spit, I gotta show people I can spit. But then it's like, nah, let me perform my music. And I started to do my pardon me, my R&B, stuff like that. After the R&B, I dabbled into the reggae. I just started to get more confident, performing and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it was a little troubling at first. It still kind of is because you providing bars, and some people out here they don't really want to hear that. They care if that beat knocking, then it's like, all right, let me pay attention some more. Oh, he's spitting. Oh, let me pay attention some more. Oh, that hook hitting. Oh, this song fire. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got a beat and a hook, that's what's gonna catch somebody. After that, giving them the bars, and I had to learn that too. I can't really start off with the bars. I gotta come off with something catchy. That's when I became like, I started doing the hook thing, and I started hopping on everybody's song doing hooks. And then yeah, and that's I go from there. I just built around where you at, man. You gotta build around where you at, tap in, and then give them what you provide. You know what I'm saying? Get on the bars on the trap beat. It's like, oh shit, this motherfucker, boom. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So it was a little troubling at first, but once you get a networking and people start to know who you are, you showing up to other people's shows, you showing love to the DJs, the radio guys, it's homework for the artist. You know what I'm saying? So after you do that and you keep a good face, everybody, they'll fuck with you. Definitely fuck with you. So after a good 5-6 years, I had a good cement, as far as getting shows and being paid for them and notoriety. Yo, Flee, what up? So yeah, that's always a good feeling.
Speaking of shows, you were able to open up for Juicy J at the time because the promoter that you were working with was doing some managing for you.
My man Neil, he was running Vibe Nation at the time. I met him. I used to go to the club a lot. He was a promoter. He told me he had his little company going on. So, I hopped on. And whenever he brought artists to town, he used to basically just throw me the bone like, yo, bro, da-da-da-da. And that Juicy J show, it's crazy. Travis Scott is one of my favorite artists now. And he came on after me, and I didn't know who he was. I had no clue who he was. But I'm like, I was talking to my best friend because he performed with me. I'm like, yo, bro, who the hell is this guy? He was climbing the production, all of this. I'm like, yo, who the? And now I'm over here at damn Astro World concert. Like, and I'm just like, damn. Every time I think about that, I'm like, bro, I could have been on tour with him. You feel me? If I would have just, but that he was still coming up. I really didn't know who the hell he was. I knew who Juicy was. That show, that's why I love that show so much, is because it was such a surprising moment to see that I really came out before Travis Scott, and Travis Scott rocked that shit. You feel me? And I really didn't know who he was. But all them kids in there, it was raving. And I'm like, damn, bro, they love this guy. That's when I figured out who he was.
You also opened up for
Rodeo.
Future too, Cardi B.
Future was calm. It was kind of quick, and I opened up like way before he came out, but it was still calm because I was at a great venue, Janice Live in St. Pete. That was a dope venue. Cardi B, that was fire because I got hit up like a good week and a half before she came, and my dude Buckwheat from the radio, Y94.1, he was like, yo, da da da. All you gotta do is sell so and so tickets. I said, what? All right, sold them. Got on stage. I met DJ Nasty that night from We the Best. We still cool to this day. He actually just did my set not too long ago at a show in Orlando. But yeah, that Cardi was, cause that crowd, oh yeah, and yeah, that was a great show. I remember I took some advice from my best friend. He was like, bro, you gotta start out with this song, da 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 da. And I put it on, and I remember I seen the crowd reaction. I looked at him, he was over there like, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was a great time. Cardi was fun. Cardi was fun.
As far as other shows go and performances, you also have the ability to dance. You did the Beat It dance at the University of Tampa.
Mm-hmm. I was so scared. I was so fucking scared, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Cause we was there before everybody started filing in. So it was me and my cousin Enzy. Enzy was going there at the time. That's how I got the pull to get in there. So, you know, people started filing in. I'm like, I seen it was only half of the gym. They had the bleachers on this side, you know, closed in. So I'm like, there shouldn't be too much people. Bro, and I just started, they just flooded. I'm like, yo, it's at least 1,500 people in here, bro. It's packed. I'm like, damn, my nerves racing. I hit them, and then like, they introduced me. First thing I did, I put my hat way down. I'm like, I ain't looking at none of y'all, bro, because y'all gonna mess me up. I ain't doing that. So I started doing my thing. The beat come on, bro. I'm sweating. My nerves going crazy, but I just like locked in. The nerves turned into like, you know what I'm saying? That adrenaline. So it just the start. I remember I forgot like a move or two, and this chick, she was like, you know, you forgot. I was like, yo, don't remind me. But I just kept it going. And then the crowd was going crazy, whatever. I'm just like, nah, bro. It was a crazy experience. That was dope.
Insane. No, there's many talents that you have, and that's one of them. It's always interesting hearing about that, and it's taken off now to the point that you got your own dance now.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Flee
Yeah,
Steppa.
the Flee Steppa. I put a few New York dances together and just made it one, honestly. And it's like getting sturdy now is changed from when we was getting sturdy. You know what I'm saying? We was getting. That's why I respect Kid Wiz, because he's still getting sturdy the original way. You feel me? But now these kids is doing TikTok sturdy. It's kind of throwing me off, but I'm tapping into it at the same time. But yeah, so you know, I threw the woo walk and Billy Rock and calm little TikTok shit, the little 2-step, and yeah, bro. The confidence. It's the confidence because I remember I made the song. A couple of my homies like, you gotta make a dance with it. I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna do it too. And that was my whole purpose of the song. Like, tap into the young crowd. They want a song they could dance to. It's got a easy little step. Boom, let's do that. So I put that together, and then yeah, I took last year off. I took it off, and I just did mad learning, mad seminars, mad how to market, where to put your money. Cause I'm like, bro, I've been doing this for a minute, and it's like I'm tired of nobody hearing me. So it's like I gotta put my money where it's supposed to go. Instead of spending so much on a video, budget that to a certain amount, start fluctuating more into the marketing. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I put my money into the marketing ever since this song dropped, and it's doing me well. I'm not even gonna lie, it's landing me here. You feel me? So it's doing me well. It's doing me well, man. I can't. Flee Steppa is doing this thing. I told myself I'm gonna drop again once that song hit 50K, and I'm like 10K behind. So I'm gonna drop the video. I got songs lined up for like 2 years, bro. So I'm not even worried about that. So yeah, man, that's the plan.
You're a big R&B head. I know the '90s 112 is your favorite group, and that's even inspired you to go on and make R and Flee.
Yeah. One guys like 112, Chris Brown, Eric Bellinger is a big influence. He's very he shared me on his page a couple of times. A lot of these guys that aren't big, my Spotify's full of R&B artists that just aren't known like that, and they got fire music, dude. And it's just like, dang, R&B. I remember it died for a little bit, but it came back. R&B really came back strong and hard. Guys like 112 is like, I really like to tap back into that because they made everything. They made the slow R&B you could cry to. They made you could dance with your boo. They made you could dance at a party. They made you know what I'm saying? And it's like that type of R&B is just, you know what I'm saying? It's rare to find that from an artist besides like a Chris Brown or somebody that's really making all that type of popping, or Justin Timberlake or something like that. So that art, that being able to choreograph dances together and sing you feel me, guys like They 26, you feel me, all those type of, that's definitely the motivation behind albums like Flee. Definitely I was like, you know what, man, I've been doing all this rapping, I'm gonna make a whole R&B album. That was just experimenting. I had the R&B album, I had the Till Tomorrow got inspired by Travis Scott. And the Patois, that was all reggae. And Pre-Birth for the Flea and all that was just, my introduction. Yo, this is Willy Flee. I can do all of this. It was a whole bunch of mixing, but yeah, man, Flee. I'll have to say that was my favorite. That might have been my favorite project because that was the first one I did after being signed by myself. I put everything together on my own. It was me. My shouts to my guy Dev. He put the track list together. He did that for like 3 weeks. He was just messing with everything. Came out perfect. So yeah, man, that was like my first project. I did the photo shoot myself, like everything, the cover, distribution. I was like, yeah, all right, I'm really on the computer for hours. You filling out all this metadata, like what the hell? Damn, like, yeah, but that independent artist, it's work, but it's worth it because everything is coming back to you. You're not having to share nothing and wait for the label to pay you twice a year. Like, nah, bro, that wasn't it.
No, man, but you're working out here. What are some of the next major achievements this year for you? Because I know you're networking, especially, shout out to Al Nice, for him connecting us. But what are some of the major achievements that you're looking to just get on the trajectory this year and put your career on the map on the mainstream level?
Definitely bigger shows. Because I always feel, I tell people all the time, my shows are my best asset. That's when I could really show you what I could do. Because I could give you my shows, if I got enough time, I usually give you everything. I give you the bars, I give you the hip hop, I give you the R&B. So when you come on, I remember, sorry, I don't want to take too long, but it was the last show I did in Orlando. But I tell you, DJ Nasty was that he had some people with him from We the Best, and this one dude came up to me. He was like, "Yo, bro, you can't be doing that." And I was like, and obviously he was joking. I was like, "What you mean?" And he was like, "Bro, you started us off with the bars, the Lloyd Banks vibe, and then you went Bruno Mars on us, and I was just blown away." And I'm just like, exactly, bro. I want you to lose your attention. You hear a different song, and you look back, and he's like, "Wait, it's the same dude?" And it's like, "Yes, it is me." And it's like, I love that effect, dude. You know what I'm saying? So being versatile like that is definitely a plus. I definitely say it's like the NBA, bro. You can't. If you come in playing point guard, you got to be able to play at least up to the 3 now. You know what I'm saying? You can't just play the 1 no more. If you come in playing a 5, you got to be able to hit a jumper. You feel me? You can't. It's hard for you to come in just rapping and stick to just that unless you want some J. Cole, Wild Nice. And even he had to switch it up. He had to start auto-tuning and making music. You feel me? Because it's like you was losing it. You dropping albums and nobody was paying attention because they got tired of hearing the same old, you know what I mean? And then that 1985, woo, that was an album right there, bro. I was like, yeah, here go Cole. He tapped into something else. So, yeah, I mean, you definitely got to be versatile. Big projects for me is definitely big shows, man. I got stuff I'm working on around Rolling Loud time. I got more shows cooking up in New York. I got the one up at Drum, June 26th. That's going to be with Graf, DJ Trace.
Oh, yeah, shout out to him.
I seen y'all was connected. King T-Rex, should be a couple other artists. That's gonna be nice, man. If you could come out here, pull up, man.
For sure, man.
So yeah, that's just big shows, bro. Big shows and just keeping the music up, the monthly listeners up, all that stuff. No fakeness, no bots. I want.
In your mind, who would you say put the pressure on artists to be versatile in the game right now? In my mind, I think it's Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
There's no debate. There's no debate. It's Drake. I mean,
You could even
I
go
mean, he
back.
out.
You know who doesn't get credit? And if you listen, he could do both. Is Nelly. He kind of was like the
Yeah,
original Drake in
yeah,
a way, because you hear
yeah,
him rapping on Air Force Ones and he's singing on his
yeah,
tracks.
yeah. He and Flow Rider.
Flow Rider
Flow
too, yeah.
Rider,
Ja Rule in a way.
Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? What would I be without you? You feel me? Even 50 was on
Yeah.
his 21 Questions was like
You're
a,
not like me.
yeah, you feel me? You feel me? Like if you look at 21 Questions, that's like how cats rap now. That's what hip hop is, like a little baby. You still be hugging. But if Lil Baby would have did that with auto tune, and then it was just been. That's why I like Young Thug though. Young Thug is one of my favorite artists because of that. He raps with a melody, and it's like that is I've never heard of that before, and it's just like he's man, free that boy, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So yeah, yeah, that's what's going on. That's
Yeah.
what's going on.
Tory's tough too. He could rap.
Yeah, yeah. Before he was on his singing wave, if people go back before he was hot, his
Yeah,
mixtapes, he
the
was
early Chicks tapes.
chicks tapes,
Yeah.
spitting on. So yeah, I definitely say Drake is the biggest. I give Big Sean, um, yeah, all of those harmonizing kind of. I would definitely T Pain, even though he ain't really rap like that. T Pain is definitely a good rapper. He just never he could spit, bro. T Pain
Yeah.
can spit. He's a very talented individual. But yeah, that versatility is a big Pitbull. Pitbull switched his whole style up and took off. You feel me? Like so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, Willy Flee, what's next for you, man? Upcoming singles, upcoming albums. I'm sure that you're working on an album.
Yeah, I was actually because Fabio just dropped. Because I remember when I got in my cousin car, my Enzy, my same Enzy. He was like, "Yo, you heard Fabio shit?" Yeah, I'm like, "Nah, just a couple joints." And the first thing I asked him, I was like, "Is it all drill?" And he was like, "Kinda, but no." And I was like, "All right," because I'm not against a whole drill album because I listen to the UK artists and most of their music, they albums is all drill. You feel me? Um, so at first, but when I listened to it and I seen he was like, I'm like, all right, cool, I like this. So I'm thinking about a drill project because I got drill R&B. I actually plan to drop a drill R&B song after this, but I just recently recorded like another. It's called Outside, and it's
Mm.
real. It's real outside. It's real drill. Everybody outside on the street. So I might have to do that next because it's summertime. I might save the R&B one for later in the year. I had a pop single. I got that it's all these songs are done. It's really just arranging the setup to release it. You feel me? Because now that I'm tapped into the market and it's like I can't just drop and not put money behind something or it's just gonna sit there. So yeah, I definitely got like I said, I got songs lined up for like 2 years. One of my biggest goals this year is to do more features, hop on other people's songs, hop into their crowd, you know what I'm saying? So if I was to book a show in friggin' Oklahoma and I did a song with an Oklahoma artist, people from Oklahoma gonna know who I am and come out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I got a album is definitely probably in the works. Singles is definitely coming. At least two more before the year's over. Um, Flee Steppa video, y'all should have that within a month. Um, yeah, so just more content. I'm gonna be doing more open verses, more freestyles, more dance videos, and yeah, that's the plan for Willy Flee this year.
You capitalizing on TikTok with the Flee Steppa?
I am. They actually giving me beef right now. I'm trying to figure it out because every time I try to promote a video with like ads or whatever, and it has that song on it, it keeps telling me I have a copyright issue, and I'm like, I've written TikTok like 10 times, like, bro, this song is mine. What are you talking about? But now I'm in contact with the distributor so they could try and figure it out because I just peaked because I even tried to switch my TikTok to a business page and look for my songs and none of my songs was there. And I'm like, bro, how come like and I'm trying to figure out why none of my songs is available for commercial use. So TikTok is weird, but I'm figuring it out. When it comes to Instagram though, yeah, that's Instagram is my key contributor right now. If you don't know, there's another app called Fanbase. Isaac Hayes' son, he runs that. It's a very good app for artists to monetize and make money. he has like you could get paid just so somebody liking your stuff. Like they could literally subscribe, and it's cool. It's cool. It's an app called Fanbase. I definitely think within the next 2 years, it's gonna be an app where everybody is at keeping up with IG at least for the music purposes, and art and business wise and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, man. That's
Who's
the
an
goal.
artist that you were able to meet in this industry so far, or even open up for, collaborate with in any sort of way that gave you the best, most important game?
Um, I would say, I my man AD the artist. I met him obviously from networking in Tampa. He threw a birthday party one time at a barbershop. So at the barbershop, I got to meet all the barbers and who runs it. More networking. He had vendors there, met all the vendors, more networking. And he surprised all of us there because it was mostly artists and stuff like that. He surprised all of us with a video call on a fucking projector from Mims. Mims was giving us gems, bro. I was in there on my notepad, like I remember he said something, y'all take my number, anybody got questions, da, 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 da. I took that to the head. Within like a month, I'm like, yo, bro, da, 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 da. He giving me advice. And I would definitely say Mims is somebody in the industry that I could say, like, I could hit up on a regular day, like, oh man, da, 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 da. If I got something going on and he's in town, he'll pull up. You feel me? I got that kind of relationship. I met Hollow, the Don, one time. Me and him mad cool now. Anytime we see each other, it's all love. I met Conceited one time in Miami. He was cool. We still cool. He be coming to Tampa. He show love. But yeah, those three I could definitely say I got connects with. You know, I can hit them up. They'll hit me back. But yeah, you know, like I said, Eric Bellinger shared me on his page a couple of times. You know, I've talked to a couple artists on Twitter every now and then. But yeah, I would definitely say Mims has given me the most game as far as like what to do, marketing. He taught us about how he friggin' just gave away. This is how I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. He just gave it away, and you know, Sony ate so much off of that shit. He taught us about all of that. So, Mims, shouts to my guy Mims, man. AD the artist for putting that together. That's my guy AD. AD is the same guy that I told you earlier that checked me on the damn Dallas and thing. He was the
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah. You're
Shouts to AD
telling.
the artist. That's my guy AD, man.
Willy Flee, is that it? I think that's everything that we cover here tonight. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, I think we covered a lot. We talk sports, we talk music. Now we just gotta hope, you know, the Yankees or the Rangers, somebody give us a parade soon, man, because it's been real empty in New York. All we
Yeah.
got is Labor Day, and that's it. And the
uh,
Puerto Rican Day parade. That's
yeah,
it,
I'm
bro.
banking on the Rangers right now.
Rangers looking good. Rangers looking good. But you know, I'm in Tampa. These Lightning fans is OD out
Oh,
here. So,
I hate the Lightning.
bro, they crazy out here,
Oh,
bro. They crazy. It's like everywhere you go, Lightning, go Lightning, go Lightning. They support their team out here.
they
They do.
do. But
They do.
what's terrible is that they beat the Islanders 2 years in a row, and if the Rangers win this series against the Hurricanes, what do you want to bet they're going to do the same thing to the Rangers?
I hope not. I tell you what, I'm gonna go to a damn game though. I'm gonna go find me a Gretzky jersey or something. I'm gonna go rock it real proud in there too. Shoot.
Yeah.
And the Yankees coming to town. They playing the Rays this week. I'm going.
Oh,
Yeah. We outside. Let me go get my Aaron Judge jersey real quick.
yeah.
Shoot.
Who's your football team?
Who you think, man?
You a Giant fan?
Giants.
I'm a Jets fan, so
Okay. I used to rock with them back when Curtis Martin and Testaverde and Wayne Corbett and all of them was over there.
yeah.
But I'm a Giants fan. Man. I'm a Giants fan. Ever since we lost Eli and OBJ, it's just been kaput. It's
Downhill.
it's just yeah.
Yeah,
See,
but hopefully that they get back up on their feet. It's been years, but it's rough
I
for
don't
New
know
York
why
sports.
I'm seeing Kaepernick go work out with the Raiders. I'm like, hello,
Giants should pick them
Giants.
up.
What are you doing? Come on. Just the whole the state the fans alone will rally around him so much. It'll bring back New York football. You feel me? It's just dang. But the Jets are doing better than us. So the Jets probably gonna get back in the playoffs before us.
Yeah, they had a home run draft this year too. I think they're
Yeah,
gonna be moving up on the trajectory. I mean, it's only been
yeah.
11 years since they haven't made the playoffs. So it's a long
Yeah,
drought.
man.
But I can say
It's like
this as a
we,
Knicks fan, you know, I don't rock with the Nets. I really don't get the New Yorkers out here
yeah,
that rock with the Nets. I really don't understand that.
yeah. I'll tell people all the time I'll root for them because I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
I grew up on Derek Harper and John Starks and Ewing and Oakley and Charles Smith and all
Mason,
them guys. You feel me? Anthony Mason and all them guys. Come on, bro. Spreewell, Allen Houston. I'll go, man. Charlie Ward,
Marcus
Heisman
Camby.
Ward, Camby, Van Gundy holding morning on the damn
Yeah.
sideline. Now, come on, we was there for all of that, bro. The Nets was in Jersey.
Yeah.
Listen, man, the Nets was good when they had Kidd and Carter and Jefferson. They was up there. They was getting to where they had, but I wasn't rooting for them. I never had a Nets jersey. I'm never gonna have a Nets jersey. Shouts to the Brooklyn Nets. Kudos, but it's the Garden forever.
That's right. Knicks tape.
That's it. Mixtape, bro. Jeremy Lin, bring him back.
Yeah, we should have kept them. Looking back on it, we should have kept them.
We should have kept a lot of people, bro. Look at Reggie Bullock. Look where he at right now. And he was a Knick. There's so many Knicks that's like doing so much. Look, who we gave up? Trey Burke, Bullock. They all playing right now,
Yep.
bro. Porzingis. Porzingis, I don't care about. He's a little cold.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we did Marbury wrong too.
Oh man, even when he was in Jersey, we should have just, you know what I'm saying? Like he was killing, bro. And yeah, we did him wrong, but everybody did him wrong. He should have never left Minnesota.
No.
Honestly, they should have paid him, and him and KG, they would have built something. Him, KG, and Zerbiak, they would have built something over there. Zerbiak was a solid 2-3 man over there, bro. They would have built something over there, man. They would have had something nice over there.
I agree. Yeah, but Marbury, he's the hometown kid. It's unfortunate, but you know, Knicks, we got to hope some of these teams. That's what I'm saying. Bank on the Rangers, and then the Yankees are having because I'm a Mets fan, but they're having an amazing season so far. The Yankees, it's shocked New York, but you know, need someone to win here, get the city back up here, get something to root for.
We always do that. And the Yankees be starting off good, and the playoff time we fucking get smoked, bro. I don't understand it. We'll get to the playoffs and they get smoked. Crazy. It's been happening. I don't know, but I mean the Mets are looking better too, though. The Mets are
Yeah,
looking
they
better.
are. They spend a lot of money, but it's always injuries with them. Like they'll start off
Yep.
hot, and then here come the injuries again, and now we're banking on second and third string prospects to
Yeah.
come in and save this team, and it's just unbelievable. But man, and let them know where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter. It's at Willy Flee, right?
At Willy Flee on everything, man. I'm very humbled to be able to say the easiest thing to do is Google me. If you Google Willy Flee, I'm gonna pop up for like the first 5, 6, 7 pages. You'll catch all my links, all my blogs, all where I've been posted, all my personal pages. I think my personal Facebook even pops up. So yeah, man. At Willy Flee, everything: Snap, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the socials. It's like 100 of them now. All your listening platforms: Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you listen to music at, Willy Flee is there. Yeah, man. Check for Flee Steppa. Use that sound. Put it in your TikToks. Put it in your reels. Shouts to Mad Max, man, for having me. Shouts to L Nice putting this together. Keeping the New Yorkers out here strong, man. You know how we do.
That's a fact. Shout out to L Nice, man. Anytime you need any promo, just let me know. You'll always be welcome on the show. Any singles you need in the rotation, I'll get them in for you too, man. Keep going out here, keep grinding. You have a unique sound. It's always great to speak to an artist that's doing something different out here because everyone's always following the wave. Be yourself.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
the main thing, and you can tell that by
Appreciate
listening
that,
to your
man.
music, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, when I come to town, man, I'm gonna be there for like 9 days, bro. I'll hit you up, man, see what you up to, because I got my man, he throws a big tournament in Stevie Park in Brooklyn. You want to come out? It starts that weekend, the 25th and the 26th. We be having artists come out, like Fabio be coming, Mano be
Oh, that's
there.
fire.
Yeah, people be coming out. So the opening weekend is usually the most popular. So if you
That's
ain't doing nothing that weekend, bro, Stevie Park.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. I'm looking forward to it. Just building a relationship. Keep going here. Keep striving, man. I'm looking forward to everything that you achieve in the near future. Keep going, man.
All right, bro. Likewise, man. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, exactly, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, all
Yeah.
right? Take care and stay
You too,
safe.
bro. All right, we gotta watch this game. Let's go Dallas.
Exactly. Peace out, man.
All right, bro. Holla.